I have lost.
I just keep getting better.
Well, there we go. Hey, I learned the AD skill. EXP plus. OL boost, counter, neutralizer, super chain, critical up. I'm going to be looking at what these do. Whew. Hey there, people. My name is Tagori. Welcome back to more Tales of the Abyss.
Ugh! My phonons are separating again. I must recover in the planetary glyph.
Jade, the original phonic glyph that was inscribed here, do you think it was for the planetary art?
Let's see. Mother Aldrint, lend me thy power. O wrath of the heavens and cries of the earth, let fall the sword of judgment to dispatch all that is evil. Perish!
What incredible power.
Yes, it's a phonic art that uses the Sephiroth to release the planet's power.
Then you have learned it?
Regrettably, no. The glyph had been modified, so I couldn't use even half of the art's true power. Dist may have had information on the original planetary art glyph, but...
Dist is...
Ow. Don't kick me, Jade.
Jade, I was wondering, what was that about Professor Nebulem being a replica?
I suppose I can't hide it anymore. I'll explain when we report to the Emperor.
Do we just leave Dist here?
Oh, he'll come after us. I wouldn't worry.
I mean, he's got a point there. Also, where is he? He's not here. Right. So let's go back to Emperor Peony, I believe. Nebulim's Crag. Alright, so where is he? He is in Grand Kokma. Yes. Alright, let's see if he's in his room. He is not. So let's check the audience hall. Ah, it's you. It's almost time, isn't it? Yes. None of us has a future if we don't stop Vanskeem now. It feels weird thinking I'm fighting for the sake of the world. Yes, for me as well. It would be one thing to do it for Malkuth, but to allow myself to be caught up in something like this, it goes against how I've learned to live. My, what are you saying? It is an honor to be able to fight for the sake of this world. You mustn't say such weak-spirited things. Uh-oh, it's the school, Marm. I really will lecture you if you talk like that. I think they have a point, though. Natalia and Luke may be royalty, but we aren't. We're not exactly regular people either, though. We're a group of nobles and soldiers. Well, yeah, but we didn't get to where we are now because everyone set out to save the world, right? Regardless of how things turned out, yes, we each had our own goals, and in the process of dealing with that, what was right before our eyes, we've come to this point. But we can't lose now. Yeah. And for that, I have something I want to give you. It's a small present for a brave group of people out to save the world. Don't tell me you used the National Treasury for your personal hobbies again. Hey, I got permission from the Council for this. This is an apology and thanks for what you did for us when the Outer Lands fell into the Qliphoth. Please, accept it. Ooh. Your Majesty, combat is all about spirit. The clothes you had lacked sufficient spirit for the final battle. What are you looking at me like that for? Those clothes are special garments infused with phone power. Well, I suppose I might have toyed around a bit with the design on one or two of them, but hey, don't worry about it too much. Oh well, I don't think this outfit is half bad myself. You look cool, Master! Or at least, it suits him really well, the thug look and all. What's your problem? Yours looks like something a kid would wear. Stop it, you two. I think they're fine clothes, and easy to move around in. Yes, I agree with Tyr. Although now we have a certain someone looking like an evil phonic artist that belongs in a fairy tale. Alright, Luke received the Wild Saber. Tyr earned Cool Chic. Check. Jade earned Evil Phonist. Anise is Childish. Guy is Blade Master. Natalia is Imperial Will. So, by changing our titles to those, we can change our costumes, which... how do I do that? It's in status, I believe. Yes. So I want to be Wild Saber. Boom. Yep, and it even updates here. This is kind of a kind of reminiscent of Ash. Why did it take me so long to think of his name? Nebulum. That was a frightening creature. It recovered so quickly after being defeated. She likely had good battle skills to begin with, and then, when she was replicated... And the Colonel created her? What's going on here? We'll find out at Grand Kokma. You'll just have to be patient. I mean, we're here, aren't we? This is Grand Kokma, right? Am I crazy? Nope, said it right there. Grand Kokma Palace. Alright, so I believe... Now... Oh, it's just called Nebulum. Cool. I believe now these are active. I don't think that there's anything that we need to do after. So what I mean by active is all of these planetary phonic art weapons. They have a special ability. For every monster that character defeats, the attack power of these weapons, both phonic and physical, go up by 1. Ever since the game started, it has been keeping track. So, however many enemies Luke has defeated, that's the strength of the weapon. Unfortunately, it does not update. So, its strength always shows as 1. If you want to see if it's stronger than what you have, then you just have to do some testing, which is pretty unfortunate. Normally, in, I guess, more recent games like this, that attack power would actually reflect in the stats that it shows. But, I don't know why they didn't want to show it. Maybe it was just too hard to program? Which wouldn't make sense? I don't know. Since they're already keeping track of it, and that means that there's a number stored somewhere. Whatever. But, people like Jade and Anise, since I really didn't use them, their attack power probably isn't very high. And it would take... Oh boy, would it take a lot to show... make a difference, really, with what I have. So, now that we're here, I am going to go back to where I was before I left. Okay, welcome back. I know for you it's only been, I don't know, a second or so, but for me it's been about 12 minutes. Oh my god. So I know where we are, and, well, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna save real quick. Okay, up these stairs is the final battle. So let's go.
I feel a really, really scary power ahead.
Yeah, even I can feel it. Master Van is here. Once we go past this point, we probably can't come back.
There's no need to come back. We're going to defeat Van and put an end to everything.
You make it sound so simple.
It is. They believe that the planet's memory sets the future in stone, so they seek to erase it. We believe that the planet's memory is but one of infinite choices, that the future can be changed. I'm not particularly fond of this word, but our faith is simply different. We've reached a point where the matter cannot be resolved with words.
Yes, Van has Lorelei inside himself. If Lorelei perishes, the world will attempt to recover seventh phonons, destroying their balance. Luke, we've come here to stop that. It's not like the last time. We understand what Van is trying to do, and we cannot accept it.
Yeah, it's irresponsible to just erase everything and start all over again. If we were going to follow the score and die, it would be people's responsibility to accept that. But we realized along the way that we could work together to avoid that. So we're going to live our lives. We're going to walk our own path. We're going to shove the Commandant's ideas up his ass. Luke, I kept thinking about you and Ash. I wish that Ash would come back to Kimlaska and support Father, together with you. But I was wrong. You and Ash each had your own path. I'd been trying to tie both of you down with a promise that was no longer valid. Ash is inside you now. In the past, I might have mixed you and Ash together in my mind, but you're you. So please, live the way you want to live. I'll do everything in my power to support you so you can do that, as your childhood friend.
You've barely begun to be you, and you bear the weight of countless lives. You have to live enough to make up for the lives you've consumed.
Yeah. Just 7 years, and I'm covered in blood.
What I'm saying is cruel. Live and keep living. The whole time carrying the weight of that malice, hatred, grief, and anger. But I won't let you carry it alone. I'm the same as you. Even if the whole world rejected you, I'd still be here, by your side. I'm not like the 6 God Generals. I'm going to help you by staying alive.
Luke, let's go. So we can rewrite Van's future with our own.
Yeah.
Some pretty good speeches there. But here he is, waiting for us.
I'm impressed. I expected Ash.
Ash is here too. He's inside me, lending me his strength.
Second-order hyperresonance. You've surpassed your original. You are now a true human being. You've stepped across a sea of corpses and made it here. Now, join me, Luke. We will destroy the planet's memory and overturn the score of final judgment.
No.
Well, well. Why not?
I finally understand what it is I wanted. I wanted you to acknowledge me. To accept me as a human being, not a replica.
Yes. And you have become a human being.
But that's not enough. You said to me, can you not live unless you were born for some purpose? I'm not living for anyone else. There's no special meaning in living. When I sensed my own death, I wanted to live. I know now. That's all I needed. So, I don't need you anymore. It doesn't matter if you accept me or not. Here I am.
You've acquired some impudent wisdom.
Van, people can change, just as Luke has. Reconsider one more time. The planet's memory may exist, just as you say, but is it really? Luke isn't here because it's written. He's here because he chooses to be. The planet's memory is one possible choice for a future, but only people make that choice.
That isn't absolute either. You might not be choosing, but rather being made to choose.
If so, Maybe you're being made to choose to destroy the planet's memory. If you say you've decided to erase the planet's memory of your own will, then that itself is proof that the planet's memory isn't absolute.
That's an empty argument. Yulia's score represents the planet's memory I speak of. The destruction of mankind is written in it. The destruction of the planet's memory is not.
So you will carry out that destruction with the originals, then create a replica world. That's no different than those who let Hod be destroyed. That's why Ash rejected you. Didn't you resent the destruction of Hod and despise those who caused it?
I did. But I must do whatever it takes to destroy the absolute path of the planet's memory.
It's strange to hear that from such a wise man. People and planets all eventually die. Regardless of whether the planet has a memory or not, that alone is guaranteed. Even if the absolute path you speak of exists, people have the right to choose their own path to destruction.
Fitting words for a necromancer. Everything dies. It's merely a matter of time. But the planet's memory calls for it too soon. I cannot accept perishing early the way you can.
But you're trying to destroy the originals even earlier than the planet's memory. You hate the score so much, you're shackled to it more than anyone else.
Perhaps so. No, all of us are bound to the future we call the score.
We believe we can choose our future.
I know the future is predetermined. As I thought. It would seem we cannot see eye to eye. Draw your weapons. I'll take you all on at once!
Van, prepare!
Take that!
Tiger Blade!
Alright, the battle has begun. First gonna use the magic lens just to see his health. 122,000. Not bad.
Bring it on! No! Bending thrust! Light spear cannon! You're mine! Void tilt!
Go ahead and immediately use my grand art. Easy. And remember, before we kill him, we have to free Lorelei.
But you don't know the true wish contained in those hymns. They won't work on me.
No, brother. I do know. I can feel the thoughts and emotions Yulia placed in these hymns.
If that's true, Mysterica, then sing. Now, for me. Such lamentation! I'll destroy
Screwed up.
Alright, he's down. Tyr should be able to revive him, no problem. There he is.
Such lamentation!
I'm down. And... oh, guy lived with one. Tyr? Perfect.
You should be more careful.
Supernal torrent! Negative gate!
Come forth, O
There it is.
Oh, soothing light.
Light spear cannon!
O noble conflagration! Incinerate all! Racing Phoenix!
Ready thrust! Take this!
Such lamentation!
Are you kidding me?
I'll destroy
I'm alive?
sight!
Tiger Blade!
No!
There he goes.
Die!
Too slow! Have you forgotten? I'm the one who taught you the sword.
Release Lorelei!
You've grown strong.
Van,
To think you could push me this far. It seems I have no choice but to unleash this terrible power within me.
This force! So this is the power of Lorelei!
I won't lose! These arrows will send you to the depths of the abyss!
You have strong allies, Luke.
they've supported me through everything. For my own existence. I will not lose!
When you use Lorelei's power, your control over Lorelei weakens. Luke recognized that and forced you to use it. The same Luke you refused to acknowledge for so long. Luke will... No! We will not lose!
I commend you for making me use this power. I would expect no less from my student. But that, too, ends now. Goodbye. Luke!
Alright.
Enough of you!
Do I see... Nope. Sorry, we'll use another magic lens. 152,000. Shouldn't be that bad.
Oh, divine embrace that monster's low!
Ow.
Restore!
Not bad, though.
Lightspear cannon! Bring it on!
Boom. Oh! Good catch, guy.
Lightspear cannon! You're mine!
And another Radiant Howl.
The power of Lorelei!
Ancient Requiem.
Screwed up.
Guy's down.
Take this! Radiant Dragon!
Return this soul from
Oh,
the
divine
abyss of
embrace
death.
that fosters
No.
Cure!
Ow.
Resurrection!
I jumped right back into it.
Piercing flash! Light blast!
Impart that power!
Take this!
No way!
Brendan Crust!
Enough of it!
Come forth!
Take this!
Can I?
Take this! Radiant
Guess
Dragon!
not.
Dead!
Take this!
Come forth!
Oh,
Illumination of
divine
life!
embrace that fosters
Healing
life.
Kill
Take
us.
this!
Cure!
Radiant Dragon!
Ooh.
Take this! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Impart that power!
Brendan Crust!
Take this!
Charge!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Can I?
Heal!
Come on. He should be... Yep. He is hurt. About half, I would say.
Brendan Crust!
A little less than.
Cannon!
Take this!
Oh, God.
Take this! Enough of it!
I've almost got another overlimit going.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Brendan Crust!
I want to stay away from him.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
No way!
Take this! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice.
Brendan Crust!
power of Lorelei. Farewell, ancient Requiem!
He missed with most of that.
Stop my sight!
But I mean, I lived with my ad skill. Come on, heal me.
Stop my sight! Bingo!
Nice.
Light spear cannon! Bring it on!
Nope. Not gonna happen.
Oh, soothing light! Heal!
Light spear cannon!
Enough of this!
I screwed up.
Ready thrust!
Out of my sight! Guardian Frost!
I'm stuck in a corner.
From the abyss of death.
There we go.
Out of my sight! Guardian Frost!
Thanks, that helped.
I wouldn't mind a little bit of healing.
What is this power?
Feels like my strength is getting sucked into Van's body. If this keeps up, we'll all be killed.
The seventh phonon, and this is something that I meant to mention a long time ago, the seventh phonon is the essence of life itself.
No!
I don't know if it really made it absolute clear, but it is.
Luke, the second order hyperresonance. It can neutralize any phonon.
I'm going to free Lorelei. Tyr, help me!
Right.
The seventh melody. You've learned it, Tyr.
I remembered. You sang it to me while I cried. You knew what the phonic hymn meant. You were telling me everything, right from the start. Thank you, Van.
Farewell, Mysterica.
Master Van!
Stop! After all that's happened, you still call me Master. You fool. Forgive me, my brethren.
Master Van! Thank you!
Goodbye, my beloved brother.
All right. Everybody hurry up and escape. I'll stay here and free Lorelei.
Luke!
It's my promise to Lorelei. This is what I need to do. Jade?
Luke, how you've changed.
I was really bad, wasn't I?
But no matter how much you change or regret your actions, not all of what you've done will be forgiven. And that's why you must come back alive. Rather, I hope you do.
Jade, shut up.
Sorry.
I'll be waiting. It's lonely being a servant without a master.
Hey, you're not my servant anymore.
So I'm not a servant in the manor. I'd still serve as your friend.
You're being stupid.
So hurry back home. I'll never forgive you if you just disappear.
You knew, huh?
When you come home, I'm gonna teach you not to hide things from your friends.
Annis?
I knew too. I wasn't as sure as Guy, but
What are you talking about?
you're an easy read. But I have to have you come back alive.
You're not expecting me to... We're not...
No. I'm going to reform the Order for Ion. But in order to do that, I need a patron. So, come home.
Whatever.
Luke, live. Please. I don't want to lose any more people dear to me.
Natalia.
Not to protect Kim Laska. To live your life. Understand?
I wanted to live.
You will. You cannot disappear. You cannot.
Thanks.
Master!
Your job's done now. Go home and be proud of what you did.
I'll be waiting for your return, Master!
Thanks.
Come home.
Tear.
You have to come home. You have to. I'll be waiting. Always.
I will. I promise. I'll come home.
Luke, I love you.
Tyr!
So the world did not vanish. To think the future I saw would be rewritten. You have done admirably.
And that's mostly it. There's still one more scene, which I highly recommend staying around and watching. You can just skip ahead to it if you want, but I'm definitely going to go over my thoughts of this game, and I've got a lot of them. I never expected this game to be such an emotional trip. First off, I think I would just go over the game itself. There are a bunch of systems that I really enjoyed. The ad skills, the fact that you had to basically choose which ones you wanted to work for, was really creative, and I don't really know of another game that's really done something like that. And then the numbers, though, they got out of hand, I want to say. The story at times didn't make sense. It just felt too fantastical. But that's okay. The combat itself was very simple, which I think I just mentioned a couple of episodes ago. You had your basic combo, which linked into an art, which then linked into an arcane art. And that was essentially the basic rotation of your skills, and I mean, that was about it. Not too much customization that you can really do there. The phone slot thing did add a little bit of variance, but it didn't change anything as far as like the combat goes. The ability to use low-level arts may change things, but otherwise it's not all that special. I mean, that's really it. It's gameplay is pretty basic and standard for the time. What did I say, about 2003 or 4, something like that? Yeah. So, now we get into the heavy stuff. The story. The meaning behind it. As I said, I didn't expect this to be so heavy. I played this game years ago, and I just forgot about it, which is pretty sad, because, you know, now that I'm playing it again, there's so much that is coming back. This is a game that's really... If I didn't realize that it was helping me grow up, then it did it subconsciously. The entire story of this, the meaning behind the story, is to live. The entire time, Luke, you know, he finds himself. He thinks that his life is just something that he can just give up.
You didn't come. I believe your presence was requested at Luke's coming-of-age ceremony at the Duke's Manor.
I'm not interested in some ceremony in front of Luke's grave.
That's why the both of you came here, isn't it?
He said he'd be back, so let the others sit around and tell stories at his grave. But I won't be joining them.
We should be heading back soon. The valley is dangerous at night.
Why are you here?
This place has a nice view of Hod. And also, I promised someone.
Alright, so there's a little bit more after this, but I do, again, want to really go over my thoughts here. The meaning of the game is to live. And it's to find yourself. And see what is there to live for. The entire time, Luke was living his life as though he was a replacement for someone. I mentioned it before where he was living like he thought everyone believed he should. And he never took the time to live for himself. He never thought, what should I be doing? What do I want to be doing? All of his actions were, what do they think I should do? What do they think I should be? And it finally came to an end with Luke versus Ash in that fight of, who am I really? Who is the real me? That duality, that fight, honestly, it's amazing. It's beautiful in its own right. But then it's also about living. Luke wanted nothing more than to just die. Because, he thought, maybe this way I'll be of use. But first off, that is never the right mentality. He found his place. He found that living was the way that he can fix things. He can help people. He saw the joy in wanting to live, and he held on to it. because he had so many good people surrounding him. They all fought for him. They all tried to convince him that he couldn't just die for no reason. I mean, if you die now, then you can't continue making up and solving things and helping. Like, your purpose is over at that point. It's amazing. And I do want to say the romance with Tyr, very slow burn, but if you go through it again, watch all of the scenes and interactions, you eventually realize, like, this is a development that has been in place for a while. Yeah. So even that is great. It's well paced. It's not common. It's not shown in the common way that it is in anime and other games. It's not just thrown in there and rushed along. No, this develops throughout the entire game. Alright, so, ready to save game completion data. Let's do it. So you notice that there is now a star there. If we go, I think, continue, and then load from here. You've completed the game. You can use the grade that you've earned to alter the conditions of your next game. Unused grade will be carried over to your next game. Any grade used will automatically be returned to you after completing the next game. So, here we have a bunch of stuff. This is what that grade was that we've been collecting throughout every battle, either positive or negative. We've got 2,300 to spend, so let's go ahead and look at what's here. First off, 20 items, pretty useful. Recipes carry over, good. Titles carry over, maybe not, because it is expensive. Increase HP, maybe not, because again, that one is expensive. Here we go, times 10 experience. That's 3,000. I can do times 2. Oh boy. Grade? Sure. I do want to carry over capacity cores. Special items. Sure. Since it is cheap. What else up here? Cooking ability. World map. Battle info. Art usage. I would like to carry over arts, but boy, is that expensive. Carry over that. And then just more money. I can carry over our money. And yeah, we can just essentially just start the game over as New Game Plus. Isn't there like, oh, battle info? I think. I don't know. I don't know if that affects the planetary art weapons. But I don't want this to end. As surprising as that is. it's weird. Again, because this was such an emotional journey for me, I grew pretty attached to it, and I'm sad that it's over. And I actually have a newfound respect for this game, more so than I thought that I really would. So, yeah. Please join me again for another great game, and this has been Tales of the Abyss.